everyone, and welcome to Cosplay Tea Time, a fun community of cosplayers bringing you podcast recordings where we'll talk about different themes such as animes, different shows, American animation shows, the art of cosplaying, conventions, holidays, and so much more. So, very excited about today's topic because we're going to be discussing an old and classic anime called Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I'm very excited to learn more because, disclaimer, I did not watch the show growing up, and I actually just watched the first 2 episodes before joining, so don't come at me, I tried. Alright, but with that, we're going to go and get started with today's topic, but first, as always, I want to introduce the lovely guest and tea sippers here with me, starting with...
Hey everybody, it's Naomi. You know me as Lab Blast Cosplay on TikTok. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. To you, Jen.
To me, that was a very quick intro. I like it. Let's see, yes, my name is Jen. I am the founder of Cosplay Tea Time as well as today's host. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as JenPeriodCosplays45. And today I attempted to dress as the main character, Yugi, with it's purple, I promise you, the purple jacket, white shirt, darkish shirt underneath, some gold, because I know there's like some Egyptian themes, which I do like. And then I did find like some like pink eyeshadow with like a little bit of dark brown. And then actually put on some like black eyeliner. So yeah, really cute. I feel more business casual than anything, but making it work. So alright, and with that, we are finished with our introductions. So we're gonna go and jump right into today's theme. There we go. Talking about the show and manga as well. Yu-Gi-Oh! Started as a Japanese manga written and illustrated by Katsuki Takahashi.
Katsuki Takahashi.
Thank you. The first publications were on September 17th, 1996, and ran until March 8th, 2004. The manga became an anime series in 1998, with several movies that also occurred. The story follows Yugi Matoi, who enjoys playing games and tries to solve the Millennial Puzzle. However, he unlocks a spirit that can then protect him and his friends from bullies, and has to play games to be able to help the spirit regain its memories. And also, too, I want to add, Naomi also helped with the script as well, and wanted to add, where is it? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was serialized in 1996, and it ran from 1996 to 2004, and it got its first anime adaptation in 98, to which fan dubs its Season 0 and Duel Monsters, the main series, came out in 2000, ending the same year the manga did in 2004, originally giving way to other series in the franchise like GX, 5Ds, Zexal, Brains? I don't think I said
Yeah,
word.
Brains.
Oh, nice. And recently Rush. The card game, however, didn't come out until 2 years after Duel Monsters, so quite a bit of history there. Surprised, another nice little 90s anime, because we just did Sailor Moon, which was very cool to do, so now we're doing another one, which is very exciting to do, so a lot of nostalgia here. Alright, so with that, we have a lovely list of questions which Naomi and Naomi's boyfriend helped compile, which is awesome. Thank you both so much for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. I think the only question I have is, did you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up? And I was like, we need more. Alright, so with the first question, we have, what introduced you to Yu-Gi-Oh!, the card game or the anime?
So, originally growing up, I watched the anime first because at the time I was still in Sunday school and it kind of like tied in with the themes of like Torah at the time. So, yeah.
Trying to think, when introduced, I know the memory is a fickle thing, and I feel like I have seen, like in my elementary school days, like kids would bring in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I know there was like a bunch of Pokémon cards, which we do have a podcast recording on that. Almost forgot. But yeah, I think I'd have to go the anime and everything is probably where I'm starting out. Just like 2 hours ago. But yeah. Let's see. Up next we have, Who's your favorite character or monster and why? And if you want to, you can do a top three, if that's easier.
My favorite characters are Jaden Yuki, Yugi Moto, and Seto Kaiba. Jen?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So, from the two episodes that I've seen so far, I would say Yugi. He seems like, very like nice, very pleasant. He just wants to play games. Games are awesome. And I will say Yugi's grandfather as well. Like I love little old person. He's like, no, this card's so special to me and all this. And I'm like, must protect it at
Oh,
all costs. I am suddenly a stan, and I will defeat
God love
anybody.
Solomon.
I will defeat anybody who comes across and all that. So yes, love him. Let me see. And then monsters. The only one that I've seen so far is is it White Dragon with blue eyes?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue eyes, White Dragon. Blue eyes, White Dragon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen so far, and I was like, pretty, I like the art. So yeah, that's the only one I got. So let's see. Up next we have: are you more of a trading card game player, or do you watch the anime?
I used to have a lot of cars, but then we lost them in the move, so
Mhm.
I've been mostly watching the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on hashtag not sponsored. I've been watching it on YouTube. I've been watching the dub. Normally I'm a sub girly, but I was like, I think the dub's gonna be easier to pick up on stuff. Not to read
Mhm.
subtypes. So yeah, I would definitely say more of the anime. Um, but I feel like now, whenever I go to conventions, I think I'll be on the lookout for any cards and see if I'm like, oh, that's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, what monster is that? Like, what's the HP, attack points, and all that stuff. So I'm definitely
Mhm.
gonna be more curious and open-minded, I will say. So it's always good to do that. Let's see. Up next, we have which generation introduced you into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh?
That would probably be the first series, like the first official series, Duel Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Jen.
Okay. Is that the one I'm watching right now? I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Hmm.
watching. I think it is. Yeah, they're just dueling. It's a bunch of monsters in like an arena thing. Is that the one? We'll go with that one. But I think so far. I can't remember. I feel like kids at school played Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. I know it's been a thing. I've seen amazing cosplayers do like cosplays. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh cosplayers are on a whole other level. It's incredible. Like seeing those cosplays on my like For You page. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? So yeah, I'll say like more into it now that we've been talking about it, planning it and stuff. I promise you I was going to try and watch it beforehand. I just time and all that stuff. But I'm watching now. Now I will report weekly with where I'm at in the episodes. Maybe Oliver will watch it with me. Aww. I could dress him up as one of the little monsters. That'd be so cute. Aww. Let's see. Up next we have if you could add your card, would it be a monster spell or trap?
Mm. It would be a trap card.
Mm.
Traps are very sneaky. Do
Like
you?
to me, yeah. So what's the difference between a trap card and a spell card? Um,
So a spell card can either be like it can control the entire playing field to give a person an advantage or a disadvantage, and the trap cards are basically like Swords of Revealing Light is a trap card and it will block the player for 3 moves.
oh, okay. Okay, so they can't go anywhere or do anything. It's kind of like the Uno skip card in a way,
Basically.
basically. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess yeah, I'd go with the same route, like a trap card, because then you can get more moves and you can figure out what the other person's trying to do. So you just have to. I feel like with trap cards, would you have to be like more strategic playing those?
Yes, you would
Yeah.
have to be more strategic playing trap cards
Okay.
because some trap cards are actually very tricky to deal with. So, like sort of revealing light, like I said previously, you only get 3 turns to come up with a strategy to beat your opponent.
Mm, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, play them wisely, play them strategically, and then win the game. Wait, how do you win the game? I'm sorry, I'm so new.
So the key of the game is to knock down your opponent's life points down to
Mm,
0.
mm. Okay, so once it's like down to 0, then that person's the winner. Do they win anything?
Well, well TC the TCG is very different than the anime because
Mm,
there's big tournaments, like big Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments all over
mhm.
North America. And I really haven't seen much about what the winners get,
Okay.
honestly.
Bragging rights. It's always the big win. So,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was tournaments and all that stuff. I guess that makes sense.
Hmm.
So that's cool.
I actually have an official tournament store over by my place.
Oh, nice. So you can just go there, and I guess like folks play different things. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. So, a lot of good stuff. And let's see, we'll go up to another question, which is which deck theme is your favorite and why?
Mm. Which deck theme is my favorite? I would probably say the Neospatians in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, which, by the way, not sponsored, is on Crunchyroll.
Mm-hmm.
Jen.
Oh, okay. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh decks are out there, but I'm sure one day, as I'm watching the show, like different decks pop up.
I,
Should
I
be
can explain a few types of
good.
genders. Dark type. Well, the cards basically are dark, light, fairy, almost like Pokemon, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So my favorite
Hmm.
Pokemons are the water types because Squirtle. I love my Squirtle.
Hmm.
So yeah, if there's a water deck or anything with like blue and white, that'd be my deck. So go Pet State. Anyway, uh, let's see. So we have up next. Is there a particular moment, either playing the game or watching the show, that stuck with you?
The one moment in the show that stuck with me is at the very beginning of the anime when Kaiba entered and just Tetsu's card, like he rips the other blue eyes in half, and I was like, this guy's a jerk.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was thinking that when I was watching. I'm like, this guy's an idiot. I don't like him. Especially when he came after the grandfather was like, no, no, no.
Hmm.
Don't do that. So yeah, I definitely like the grandfather's piece about like how the card's like special to him and he'd never trade it for like any
Hmm.
other important card or money in the world and everything. And I'm just like, that's so special.
Hmm.
It's kind of nostalgic 'cause I feel like a lot of shows like back in that time like kind of focused on that. Like, oh, you have this special thing and it means a lot. And you gotta take care of it and everything. And I feel like some shows these days are just like, oh well, if you can get something better, like that's great. And it's like, depends on the
Mm.
show, but yeah, yeah, there's a lot like that. So, yeah, and I don't know any particular moments in the game. So far, I've never played the game, but I wonder now. Some conventions I go to, they have like board games, card game tables and stuff. I wonder if they do have
Hmm.
like Yu-Gi-Oh packs or something. If you could bring your cards in.
They probably do, but Yu-Gi-Oh fell out of the like meta years ago, so
Mhm.
it's more Pokemon now.
Yeah, it makes sense because there's like a Pokemon game coming out like every other year. That's what they need, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Nintendo Switch game. Bring it back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Sure. Let's see. Up next we have, what has been your favorite rivalry throughout each generation?
Oh, my favorite rivalry. This is so petty, but Seto and Pharaoh Atem, or Yami Yugi as you know him.
Mm.
It's so petty.
Is it? Oh,
Mhm.
that's funny. I don't know if I have one at the moment. Hmm. What was that guy? Oh crap! I just watched the show, but
Mhm.
the guy that like stopped time in the second episode. What was his name?
Pegasus.
Pegasus. Yeah, that should be easy to remember. Why? Oh my god. Yeah, Pegasus. I feel like, is he gonna have? You can spoil it if you want. Spoilers alert. But is he gonna like be Yuki's rival in the future, or is that gonna?
Well, yes, he will be a rival in the future once you get to the dual kingdom arc, which is technically soon in the anime, because after you meet Yugi and his friends, it just kicks off right from there.
It did have a pretty quick start, which I was kind of surprised. Like some shows, like they take like a little bit to kind of warm up, but
Hmm.
this one was like, nope, we're going right for it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. So yeah, so I'm guessing just like any other show, it has like different arcs to follow.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm more excited to watch now. It's gonna become my
Hmm.
new background show. Whenever I'm doing work and stuff, it's just gonna be on watching.
Hmm.
Let's see. Up next we have, which generation do you feel like has had the best storyline in terms of the manga or anime?
I would probably say the original Duel Monsters had most of the best story when it comes to like mythos and ancient Egyptian lore, because
Mm.
it made it more important to kick off the whole entire franchise with that.
You know, like with Egypt and stuff, there's like so many shows that have like Egyptian. Like I was thinking, like Stargate has like a lot of like Egyptian themes and stuff. So it's kind of nice because then you can kind of pull in history and different characters into that. So
Hmm.
I do like that. I'm hoping to see more of that. So that's why Roy the Gold, I was like, oh, this gotta represent. So um, yeah, best storyline. I don't know. This one that's starting out's been pretty interesting so far. So it's got my attention. Should have watched this years ago. That's okay. Let's see. So we have one more question on the list, which is, do you have any cards or Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise, such as Funkos, Duel Discs, figurines, shirts, etc.?
I'm actually staring at my dual disc right now. And I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops right here too.
Mhm. Which Funko Pops do you have?
I have Yami Yugi and Seto Kaiba in their school uniforms, and I have Zane Truesdale from GX, and I also have J- Joey Wheeler, Yami Yugi, and Yugi in my other room,
Mm.
along with the original Seto Kaiba in his white coat, along with the blue eyes and red eyes dragon.
Ooh, that sounds cool. I'm
Yeah.
even more excited now because you keep saying the word dragon. There is a dragon. I was like, I like dragons. That's
And I
so.
actually have a box lunch thing right here with scale models of the dragon.
So now an unboxing video with Cosplay Tea Time. Cute! Oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, I
Mm.
actually have both variants, the red eyes and blue.
Ooh, nice. I like that. I'm gonna
Yeah. But
update
yeah, that's all
next.
the Yu-Gi-Oh merch that I have.
Very exciting. So I'm gonna update next year's sometime next year we gotta talk about dragons, all the dragons. Maybe that'll get me into Fourth Wing. I don't know. So let's see. I don't really have any Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise. I feel like at one time I had either a magnet or a keychain, but maybe I gave it away to somebody. I don't know, but I kind of see it here and there during conventions, mostly in Artist Alley. There might be like a sticker or like a print or something every once in a while, but
Yeah, ever since Pokemon took over,
mhm.
it's been falling deeper and deeper out of the public
Mhm.
media, considering the fact that it ended 25 years ago.
It's a long time, so hmm,
Hmm.
you gotta get this generation excited about it again. So maybe we can bring the hype back, talking about it, nostalgia, old memories and stuff. So
Hmm.
be good. A lot of fun. Let me see. And with that, that was all the questions that I had. So thank you again, Naomi and Naomi's boyfriend, for helping create the list of questions. So, but as always, I like to turn over to guests and tea sippers, see if they have any questions for me or folks out there.
Nope.
No, none whatsoever.
Mhm.
I'll probably post a fun little Yu-Gi-Oh related question down below. So if folks want to answer that, that's cool too. So let's see. So that was the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. So just want to say thank you, Naomi, for helping and attending tonight's podcast recording. So if you're a fellow cosplayer out there and you'd like to join Cosplay Tea Time, make sure to message us on our Instagram. Link tree's down below. Make sure to follow and support our lovely guest and tea sippers. So I'm sure they'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to join, must be 18 years or older to join, and then we'll get you on our Discord server. We can join fun podcast recordings or just vibe in the server. We're just chit-chatting about everything, cosplay, shows, the Dragon Prince, yes, more dragons, yes. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to say thank you all so much for supporting Cosplay Tea Time over the years. Got a couple more, I think, podcast recordings coming out, but we'll probably take suggestions later on. I've been debating that if we do like a suggestions box on Instagram, see what folks want to see us do, but for now, we're just vibing along, just coasting. So, and with that, we're going to take off into our little corners of the world. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a kind comment down below. We hope everyone's taking care, staying safe, and we'll see you next time. And as always, keep sipping away. Bye, everyone.
Bye.